Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to Eau Claire Tarot. Thank you so much for clicking on this link, this video here. I am very appreciative of all your beautiful energy. Before I get into this tarot reading, a couple things that I just want to say here. This is my second YouTube tarot channel. I've been guided to create this one here. I feel like we're going to be moving here permanently. Okay, and also I want to talk a little bit about what's happened this week. Pluto entering Aquarius here. That is the biggest shift of 2023. This is a generational planet. It happened just a few days ago, March 23rd, if you're watching this around the time that it's being put out. However, all these readings are timeless, so whenever they find you and resonate, they are meant for you, okay? That being said, this is the doorway to a new generation, all right? So this is about being strong and confronting things when needed, but also being willing to let go and evolve, learning to live and work smarter and more in sync with universal energies, okay? The last time Pluto was in Aquarius was in 1778 to 1798. That's when the U.S. Constitution was written. We the people, we're going to find more community-based needs rising above individual needs here, all right? So if you want to Google that, feel free to do so. Another thing that happened was Mars entered Cancer on March 25th. All right, so if you tend to be somebody who takes things a little bit too personal, you may find this ride is going to be a little rough. So you're being urged to channel that emotion into helping and healing because it can become magical. So we can get fired up, but that passion can be creative potential here. So with Mars in Cancer, watch those feels because you're going to be getting into those, igniting all those feels here, okay? So what do we have for Sagittarius overarching energy here? We have the Emperor and the Queen of Cups right away. Somebody may not be happy about how joyful you are here, I'm getting, okay? It's like you're dancing your own dance, you're being you here, and you may be upsetting some people with your positivity, Sagittarius, okay? I mean, everyone's responsible for themselves. I would pay no mind. If you're happy and you're not hurting anybody, keep being you. But there may be some other people who are unhappy in their own situations, in their lives here, and they may, you may be upsetting them here by watching you be so happy. Of course, it's always good to be humble and, you know, don't rub our happiness in other people's faces, but I'm not getting that energy. I'm just getting you being you and other people like frustrated with their situations. They're keeping themselves blocked here. They're watching you and like, why does Sagittarius get everything they want? Well, it's because of your attitude. It's because of your positivity, your optimism here. So pay no mind. All right. True self. Yeah, that's exactly. You are being your true authentic self and you're upsetting some people who haven't yet discovered theirs, right? You may be finding yourself a little bit more spiritually evolved than those you surround yourself with, okay? So, you know, just keep being you. Don't rub it in here. Never lower your vibration to match those around you, all right? Somebody needs to hear that here. We also have that meditation card here, coming into your true authentic self. You may be feeling the urge to wake up earlier in the day and meditate before you start your day, do some segment intending. I don't know if you listen to Abraham Hicks at all, but I really, really love her. If you feel so inclined to check her out, maybe you already do, and that's why I'm talking about it. I don't know. But really, I'm feeling called to say that. So maybe you want to check out Abraham Hicks, Esther Hicks there as well. All right. But so we see the Emperor here. Now, I want to just say here, this could be your past energy here. And I just want to show you the card here. So we're starting out with this Emperor. It doesn't look happy. This first deck I started out with is a double major. So there's two cards for each here. This is the upset emperor. Okay, that's why I really get somebody or a group of people aren't happy with your newfound love for life, love for yourself. Here, you're literally dancing your dance, a loving, look at that huge cup of love, unconditional love, following your intuition here. But this could have been your past energy too here, thinking something had to go a particular way here, very rigid in beliefs here that you may be letting go as well as you come into your true self. I want to talk about this meditation card though. So this is learning how to be mindful, all right? Peaceful, recharging. You may be learning how important it is to recharge, to sometimes just have silence here, all right? Being able to just be is going to help you in reacting and acting out of emotion, where you may see other people doing that around you and thinking, oh my goodness, I used to do that too, but wow, I found this peaceful place within myself here. All right. I mean, and if you feel like you need to find that peaceful place here, this is the message to slow down and listen to the silence if you haven't already, but I feel most of you have. That's the energy I'm getting here. All right. We also have true self. Now, I mentioned this. I saw it right away with the Queen of Cups coming into your true self here. So this is letting go of that ego, past ego, right? Letting go of repressing emotion here. Anything you once felt shame about, or any disdain about parts of yourself here. Letting that go, okay? There's no need to be so judgmental about yourself or others, all right? This is about you connecting and accepting all parts and aspects of yourself here, all right? So finding yourself, again, coming back to yourself, not being triggered as much by those people who are just not happy here. You're doing your own thing. Never mind them here. It's like, it's okay. It's like negativity doesn't touch me, right? That's just what I want to say here. Okay. That's the energy I'm getting here with this reading. All right, let's jump right in here. Sagittarius. So let's pull this deck here, actually. Let's see what we got here for Sagittarius. Thank you. Playing it safe here. We're going to clarify these as well. Teacher. All right. So, yeah, I do feel like in the past, you may have definitely been playing it safe here. But you've learned not to dim your light here. Yeah. Behind a mask. Okay, so this makes sense here. Definitely you repressed parts of yourself here, and it feels like you got so uncomfortable repressing your light and parts of yourself that you had to, it just like burst open. Here is what the feeling I'm getting here. All right. So we definitely have two things going on here. We have playing it safe and behind a mask, and then we have assistants and teacher. So that's something different here. So we have two messages coming out for Scorpio. So let's take a look at this. So we have intentions, setting intentions here. You've been holding yourself back here. Rigid in some beliefs about how something had to go or what was expected of you here. Tell me more about this. This could also be somebody around you here, but I'm just going to see what's going on here with these. Four of Cups. Wow. Not satisfied with where you were, playing it safe and repressing your true self. The Four of Cups is that introspection here. It's that not feeling satisfied with your current conditions. Maybe some of you even a little bit of depression, isolation, stuck inside your head here, all right? Knowing that you are holding yourself back from your true authentic self here. Honestly, tell me about what's moving fast here, because I think it's a fast realization. Tell me about the fast movement or the communication that came in that maybe was some advice here that you received. Let me just see. Lying to yourself here, a different way of doing something. Definitely Seven of Swords, lying to yourself, deceiving yourself about who you are meant to be here. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles is the homemaker energy. Male or female, doesn't matter. But the Queen of Pentacles keeps and maintains comfort within their home space. Okay? Knows how to use resources wisely. Personal resources. You know, the Queen of Pentacles is generous, is giving, is loving. So what I'm getting here, they're very quickly, you made this change. Like, almost like, I mean, I know it wasn't overnight, but it seems like it was overnight. And some people aren't happy about the new you. It's like they liked it when you were small, when you were little, when you were maybe even depressed here. Very quickly, you made a change, Sagittarius, almost like overnight. You changed maybe a lot of different areas in your personal life. You just did something a different way. You're doing something a different way. Here, they just keep giving me that same energy. No longer being triggered by what used to trigger you, and in fact that may be triggering other people around you here, because you're not doing what was expected, what they thought you would do. You're not where they thought you would be still. You've moved on, you've ascended here, and other people are being triggered by that. It's huge energy I'm getting from that. Okay, these are people here. Okay, so we have a teacher, we have a professional assistant here. I'm just going to get a little bit of cards from here. Okay, Knight of Pentacles here. There may definitely be somebody that came into your life. Yeah, the High Priest. Okay, this is the Hierophant. This is advice. Some of you received some advice from somebody well-grounded, somebody that grounded your energy, some advice. So this says the High Priest, but this is actually the Hierophant. This is not the High Priestess. Their counterpart here. But the Hierophant in this deck is number 5. Okay, but this is when we get in touch with our higher self, our inner guru. But it also talks about taking a look at old traditions, old patterns, something that was around for a while and established, and making changes here as well. Okay, in addition to receiving advice from somebody that you trust. Now, this could be a mentor, a life coach, a family member, a priest, even your higher self. I mean, we have all this meditation here, but I feel like for most of you, somebody said something, or you received advice, maybe even on a channel, something resonated with you and it clicked. And it was like, oh my goodness, yeah, why am I playing it small? Why have I been doing this? And how fast things shifted. Also, I'm getting a lot of books here with this. You may have, you may love reading. You may have collected a lot of books, maybe self-help as well, that you're reading, or spiritual books here as well. You're getting a lot of insight from that. It doesn't even have to be books. It could be audio books or whatever. Books are coming through. If not, maybe a book is going to come into your life somehow. Pay attention. A book. Okay, there seems to be a book that is being highlighted. So if you're not reading a book that you absolutely think changed and transformed your life, something is coming in here in book form. All right. Yeah, it's like an aha moment that I'm getting with that book. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. Knights are action energy. This is about you getting grounded, you getting stable, being secure in yourself, making those decisions based on what you trust the most. All right, you're headed in the right direction. This is a message to say you don't need to move fast. You're headed in the right direction here. All right. Anything else here with this message? For Sagittarius, please. Anything else with this message? I'll go one more time. Tell me about that card here. You got the same card over here. It's doing something a little different. A different way to go about doing something here. Some of you may be cutting a person or situation out here. The Seven of Swords showed up again on this side. Can we just get a clarifier for the Seven of Swords here? Because now it's showing up with some people. Clarify the Seven of Swords, please. You know what? There may have been a card that flipped over. Was there? Or am I? Oh, yeah, there is. Nine of Swords. Okay. All right. So we have... Okay, so this isn't going to resonate with everybody, but some of you may have been worrying about something you didn't need to worry about here. We have the Nine of Swords, worrying, trouble sleeping, anxiety here about losing something that you care for, about somebody perhaps being dishonest here. Can we talk about this? I'm just going to grab a whole new deck here so we can start from scratch. Let's grab this deck so we have all the cards here. Some of you have been worrying about a situation. Anything else with that? Okay. Tell me about these worries, the situation here. All right, so we have the moon showing up. This is, so what I see here, some of you worrying about following the path. There's anxieties, there's what is going to happen? What is it going to look like on the other side? You're worrying about the future here instead of being in the present. You're worried about a new beginning and something... Feel in the future, feeling like it's going to be upside down here, they're giving me. It's like you can't see how something is going to turn out, so you're nervous to move ahead. Instead of just staying in the present moment and going with the flow here. All right, let's get some advice for this. This isn't going to resonate for everybody, but worrying about this new beginning, feeling uncomfortable and upside down here. What is advice for whoever is struggling with this? Oh, I'm really hot all of a sudden. Change your environment. I mean, I did get that earlier here. I mean, whew, it's hot. All right, so we have change your environment here. Advice for somebody struggling with a new beginning and how it's going to look on the other side of taking this, making this change here, or taking an offer, or starting something new. Okay. Take it if it resonates here. The advice for you here, if you're struggling with that, change your environment. Our environments support or undermine us. I mean, I talked about this earlier, paying attention to who we're surrounding ourselves with, so I feel like this message is for everybody. Our environments support or undermine us. Give more attention to where you live, work, rest, and play. Create surroundings that support you. Paying attention to who we surround ourselves with, what we surround ourselves with, all right? Who we talk to, who we share with, what we do, all right? So if you need to make changes to your environment because you know what you're doing, where you're working, who you're hanging out with after work, if they're just complaining and they're bringing you down, and take it if it resonates, okay? It's not going to resonate for all of you here, but some people may just be, I'm getting like complainers and bringing your vibration down. When it's like you wake up in the morning and you start the day and you're so happy, and then you get to work and like everybody's in a bad mood and you're like, oh my goodness, like why do I work here? All right, I mean, it's not so simple sometimes to change your career or your job, but maybe, putting out an application at different places or updating that resume here. I'm not telling anybody to leave their career, but take steps in the direction that make you happy. We're supposed to be happy in this lifetime, okay? So somebody needs to hear that message. So we're going to keep moving on here. Anything else for Sagittarius? Anything else for Sagittarius here before we close this reading out, please? Sagittarius, please. What else? What else? If you need advice, definitely get some advice here. If you feel you need some professional advice or financial advice or regarding your personal situation here, don't be afraid to ask, okay? Anything else for Sagittarius? This deck was highlighted for a reason. 8 of Cups. Okay, yeah. Well, that's why. 8 of Cups is about moving on. Moving on, walking away, leaving the past behind. New doors are opening here. 8 of Cups. I mean, this is definitely about changing your environment, walking away from what no longer serves you, those people bringing you down. I mean, that same message keeps coming up here. This emperor could definitely be a boss that is abusing power, that is hard to work for, hard to be with. I mean, it could be a relationship also, but I'm feeling like a difficult work environment. All right, we'll just leave it at that. All right, it's okay to walk away. Of course, make sure you have another job set up. I'm not telling anybody to just walk away from their job. Please don't. I know this is how you interpret the messages. I'm not telling anybody to leave their job without having anything for themselves. But yeah, moving on, walking away from what is not for you here, definitely coming out strong, leaving the past behind. That's not your story anymore. Okay, so that's the message I have for you today, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for being here. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and please consider hitting that like, share, subscribe button. It helps me to better connect with your energy as we move forward. Thank you so much. Take care.